Today I'm going to be covering which one of these coffee mugs or thermoses is the best in regards to keeping your liquids hot. Now, obviously, there's a variety of different ones here, a variety of different prices and that sort of thing. This one here on this side is going to be the cheapest one. It's just designed to look like a camera. It's more like a special one. This one has an infuser in it, so it does have something special with it. And then I'm also going to test out the leaks on all of these as well, so whether they are leak-proof designs. So let's start over here with this camera one. So this camera one dropped. I tested out in the fridge. It dropped 50 degrees from 150 down to 100 in 1 hour. So if you're going to be going outside at all with this one, it is going to lose temperature fast. This one, on the other hand, only dropped 15 degrees over the course of an hour in the fridge. Again, drop temperature relatively quickly, so that is going to be a downside to it. Now, this one does come with an infuser. I don't currently have it inside of here, but this one also is just going to be this single lid. It doesn't have like a way for you to drink out of it without entirely opening it up and having all of the liquid out. This is also going to be the smallest of the three in regards, or sorry, the smallest of these four, not including this tiny one, that's in regards to the amount of liquid that's going to fit inside. Both the Elo and the Thermos dropped about the same temperature in the fridge. They both dropped between 7 and 8 degrees. They had about the same starting temperature, so that is going to make a tiny bit of a difference in regards to what temperature they drop to, how much they lose over that amount of time. Now, both of these are going to be drinkable lids, and they're both also designed to be leak-proof, which I'll do a leak test here in a minute. But they're both designed to be leak-proof, and they both only dropped about 7 degrees over the course of an hour. Now, the Milton is the beast, and this thing is designed to stay hot. Over the course of an hour, this one only dropped, I believe it was 1.5 degrees by being in the fridge for 1 hour. Now, this is going to be great for an actual thermos. Like if you're outside and you need coffee or whatever, you can just drink it out of here. You can pop this open and pour water out from here. You could, or coffee or whatever you have inside. You could also drink directly from here, but being that the way this lid kind of sits up here, it wouldn't work very well. You're going to be better off to just kind of pour it inside of here. But even after sitting in the fridge for an hour, only dropping 1.5 degrees, to me, if you're looking for the best one, this one, when comparing these five, this Milton is definitely the one that held its temperature the best while in freezing 32-degree temperatures. Now, obviously, just temperature drop is not going to be the end-all, be-all. I tested all of these out for leak issues, and none of them have major leak issues when they are set to close. So you can see here, like this one is going to be closed. This one is also going to be closed. And there's not going to be any major leak issues with any of these when they are closed. You might get a couple of drops here or there, depending on where the water is at, if I don't have the lid entirely closed. But all of these are going to be relatively leak proof. I love the fact that the Elo and the Thermos have a way for you to drink out of the top. So I can just pop that open and drink out of there. Same thing with this one from Thermos. I can just kind of pop this from closed to open. I'm not sure which way it goes. There we go. So I can pop it from closed to open, and I can be able to drink out of this, even though it, just drink out of the top, even though it is also designed to be leak proof. Oop, I had some water that had come out of there. So that's why some of that water came out there at the top, because when I'd open it, some of the water had gotten to that point, and that's why it came out. So overall, in regards to leak, all five of these performed about the same. Now, this camera one does come with a different lid. If you have the lid that has the drinkable top, that one is not even close to leak proof, so I didn't even include that. It does come with two tops for this camera one, and this one's from AMZ Hub, I believe is the brand that's going to be on that one. Now, overall, okay, if I had to choose one of these that was going to be my daily for my coffee drinking, for my tea drinking, for any sort of hot beverage, I would choose one of these two, either the Thermos or the Elo. Both performed extremely well in keeping temperatures, even at 32 degrees inside of my fridge. Both performed extremely well in that they are leak proof, as were all of these. However, to me, the main difference is going to be that both the Elo and the Thermos have the leak-proof top that you can easily open and get a drink out of. So on this Elo, it is super simple to open. I love that top part. And then on this one, I'm just got to change it from closed to open right onto there. So if I had to choose one that I was gonna be the one that I'm gonna drink from on a daily basis, I would choose either the Elo or the Thermos. Now, long term, I haven't done long-term tests on any of these water bottles, but short term, if I just had to choose one specific one, I would actually choose the Elo over the Thermos because I love the fact that this is so easy to open and close. You can see here, it just literally slide open, slide close on this, and then as soon as it's slid closed, it is then leak proof immediately. This one, you have to twist and you have to get it to the right spot. I tried getting it the other way, so it's got open and it's got close, so I can open different ones or close different ones all the way around. But when the first time I pulled it out of the fridge, it was kind of difficult to go the one way or the other. So I do like that this lid, the way that this opens, a little bit better than this one from Thermos. Both of them are gonna hold about the same amount of liquid in regards to that, but I like the Elo, just the lid a tiny bit better in regards to one if I was just gonna use it on a daily basis. Now, all these are great options. They do have some different things. So like this Pure Zen one, it's gonna have that infuser, so you can infuse fruits or different sorts of, like if you wanna make tea, you can put a tea bag inside of there and it's got a little infuser that's gonna hang down into the water. You can easily do that. This one, of course, is gonna be more like for someone who is a camera buff, but it's not gonna be definitely by far not even gonna be close to the best coffee mug at all. These three are going to be the best in regards to keeping in your heat, going to be the best for keeping your drinks hot, keeping them cold, whatever the case might be. The Milton obviously won overall. So if you need a lot of coffee and you're not concerned with this top lid, the Milton is definitely a great option. Obviously, you just have to twist it off, push this button here, flip that open, and then you can pour the coffee, tea, whatever, into here and drink it. And it will keep it hot much longer than these other ones will. But if you're just going about your typical day, you know, you're gonna be outside working or whatever, and it's gonna be a cold day, you want a way to keep your coffee hot while still being able to easily sip on it throughout the day, both this Thermos and this Elo are, in my opinion, going to be the two best options for you to choose.